Hello, coders. Hope you guys are having fun with Scratch and all these fun little things. If it's working out, great, awesome. If it's not working out, my suggestion is just be careful as to what codes that you are using, what you're putting in there. Take a good look at my screen, make sure that it looks just like my screen, and just have fun. Once you do build a game, go ahead and change it, modify it, see what you can do with it. Okay? So this game, this is going to be kind of like the chase game again, but it's a different way of flying, different way of getting around. Also, we have a timer here, so you're only going to have 30 seconds. Okay, now I'll play the whole thing, but basically I have my little bat. My bat is always flying, and I'm going after the grasshopper. You can see the timer in the right-hand corner going down. Now you got to kind of catch it. It's got to be real, it's pretty sensitive. You got to catch it right in its mouth, just the right place. Missed it. All right. But that's all right. I'm not going to continue on. You guys get the idea of how the game is played. It's pretty fun. It can be kind of addicting. All right. So once again, I do want to give credit where credit is due. A lot of the stuff that I've learned, this is modeled a bit. It's changed, but it's modeled a bit after this game. This is from Learn Scratch Tutorials. Go ahead, look them up on YouTube. You can subscribe to them. You can see he almost has 55,000 views. Definitely a good site, good stuff. His a little bit different. You have to run the little beetle around, eat the donuts, but you have to avoid the owls. If you get too close to the owls, they chase you. Definitely check this one out as well. Awesome stuff. A lot of fun stuff to do. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead, get rid of this. We're going to open up scratch.mit.edu. I'm going to create a new game. Bam. Okay, little Scratch Kitty. Bye-bye. I am going to change our backdrop. I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. I'm just going to go ahead and find a solid color and then put that color in. I'm going to use that color right there, maybe a little bit darker, like it. All right, so to do this though, I found fill doesn't work. You have to have something to fill. And so I like to make a square around my whole plane surface, whole plane area, and then just fill that blue. And it's blue, so we are good to go. So that's my stage. That's the backdrop that I am going to use. Okay. Choose a little sprite. I used an owl, or no, I used a bat, didn't I? Bam. Nice little bat right there. He looks a little bit big to me. Let's cut him down to maybe 70% his original size. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks pretty good right there. Okay. So now we have our little bat. Let's take a look at his costumes. Wings out, wings in or wings down. This looks like wings out with his mouth open and sleeping. I'm going to get rid of this one and I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm just going to go wings out and wings down just to make him fly. Okay. So we're going to code this guy. We're going to have him move a little bit differently. Now I look at him, I'm going to put him down to 60%, make him a little bit smaller even. All right, that's probably pretty good. He has a little more room to fly now. Okay. All right, so events. Usually we did the green flag. I'm going to use a space bar this time just for fun. So we're going to start this whole thing off when the space bar gets pressed. Okay. We're going to put in a forever loop. So he keeps doing this stuff forever and ever. Amen. And then I'm going to do an if then loop. And I'm going to put a sensing in here. So sensing, let's see here. Ooh, if key is pressed. Okay. I'm going to change this from if space key. I'm going to make this if the right arrow is pressed. I'm going to have him rotate or start turning a little bit if the right arrow is pressed. So I'm going to put in here turn 15 degrees. That's quite a bit. So I'm just going to make that 5 degrees. I'm going to have him turn one way 5 degrees if the right arrow is pressed. Let's go back to control, go to if then. If I'm going too fast, definitely go ahead and pause the video, but I'm going to put another if then in, and we're going to go sensing, boom. This one will go if the left arrow is pressed, and we will have it turn. He's not moving yet, but ooh, right there. Turn. This one I'm going to make negative 5 degrees. So he's going to go the opposite direction. Hit the space key, turns one way, keeps turning the same way. Oh, check this out. I have turned one way, and then the other one I said turn the opposite way, and I did negative 5. I did a double negative there without even seeing it. So if I have turn right 5 degrees, this one I just need turn left 5 degrees. So now let's try it. Boom. Now he goes around. Okay. So I like it. Very good. But let's keep him moving. Alrighty. Down here, these keeps him turning in our forever loop, because we're just going to have him constantly moving all the time. 10 steps, that's pretty fast. Let's turn him down to 3 steps so he goes a little bit slower. So now he's always moving, and I'm using my arrow keys to turn him. All right, I like it. It's looking pretty good. Boom. Now I'd like to make him fly just a little bit. So I'm going to go into looks. Remember how we adjusted the costumes? Here's the costumes right here. We have wings out, wings down. So if we flip between those two, it should work pretty well. So next costume. Now he looks like he's actually flying. So I like that. Might modify stuff with him just a little bit later on, but he's going around, he's flying, we have some control over him. Looks good to me. All right, let's put something in for him to catch. And I used a grasshopper. I'm going to use the grasshopper again if I can find my little grasshopper guy. Yep, here he is. Now that's huge. He is way bigger than the bat. So I'm going to turn him down. Let's try him. Let's see what he looks like at 30%. Yeah, that's not bad. I like 30%. That's pretty good. Okay. Now this guy, I'm just going to have him appear somewhere and just glide around, just go around until you touch him with the bat. Now the bat's really sensitive. You really have to touch the grasshopper in this area right here with the bat to get it to work. Okay. So let's see here. Let's go with events, spacebar, because we're using the spacebar this time to go ahead and do this game, control the whole game. Okay, stick a forever loop in there. Alrighty. Now we got the little guy. Let's go motion. I'm going to do glide 1 second to a random position. So it's going to take him 1 second, and this guy's going to choose any position on there, and he's going to get there in 1 second. So if it's a real close position, he'll go slow. If it's way far away, he'll take a little bit of time. Well, he'll take 1 second to get there, but it'll look like he is going faster. All right. Now we want the bat to be able to catch him. So we're going to go down to control, and we're going to do an if then. Okay, so he's just moving around. If we'll go to sensing, if he ends up getting caught by the bat, if he's touching the bat, then I'm going to have him actually disappear. It'll make it look like the bat ate him. So we're going to go into looks, going to go down to hide, and if the bat touches him, he's actually going to hide. Okay, now there's going to be a problem with it, but let's just see what happens. See if I can find the little guy, see if I can grab him. Boom, I ate him. He disappeared, and he's not coming back. Okay, That's not good. We want him to be able to come back. All right. So then, once he hides, I'm going to go down to control, and we have this wait here. Okay. I'm going to make it wait longer than 1 second. I'm going to make it wait 2 seconds. Okay. And then it's going to start back at, I believe, up here. So I'm going to take these guys out. I'm going to go to look and show. Okay. So he's going to go somewhere. If the bat catches him, he's going to hide for 2 seconds. And then he's going to show. You're going to see him again. Let's put that back in the random, or back in the code. Go around. Yep, there he is. All right. If I had more time, I would just go around, make sure it's working. Yep, disappeared. 2 seconds, and then it showed up again. So we know it's working now. That is awesome. That is really good to see. All right. Now let's go ahead. Let's put a couple things in here. One, I would like a score. And after we put a score in there, I'm going to give us a timer. I'm going to have a little countdown timer right here and give only 30 seconds. So you'll see how many times you can score within 30 seconds. Okay. So I'm going to go to a variable, click make a variable. Let's call this score. Okay, now I got my little score box there, so that's good. Okay. Now, let's see here, change, whenever it touches, change score by 1. So now whenever it touches, it'll go up. Okay. But now, if I'm going to change my score by 1, I better set my score to 0 at the start of the game. So not my variable, but my score. Okay. Now when I hit the space bar, it's at 0, and see I caught him, and now it's at 1. So we are good to go. Oh, I should have let it go. Almost got caught right there. All right. So we have a point. This is good. Last thing that I would like to go ahead and put in, well, I guess 2 more things. Next thing I'd like to put in is a timer. So down here, I'm going to make another variable. Boom, right there. New variable name, timer. Bam. Now I'm going to do some more code. I could do it on anything, but I'm going to hit here on the backdrop. And if you see this little blue square right here, now I'm putting code in the backdrop area, and all this code will run at the same time. So once again, when spacebar is pressed, that starts the game right there. Okay. What it's going to do, oh, look at this timer. It's right there. I'm going to move it over here. I like it in the upper right hand corner. Okay, so when space key is pressed, this time I want to set my variable to, I'm going to give us 30 seconds to be able to do this. Okay, so when the space key is pressed, we're going to set the timer to 30 seconds. Okay, let's just see if this works. Boom, space key is pressed, 30 seconds right there. We are good to go. All right. Go to control, forever loop. Okay. So while this is running, I am going to have it go to events. And I believe we already did this. Wait 1 second already. I'm going to wait 1 second and then go to variables. And I'm going to change my timer. Not by 1, but I'm going to change it by -1. Okay, we'll check this real quick. And the timer is counting down, so that's good. We have to stop right there. I'm going to be stopping my video right there. We have just a little bit, another background screen to finish this up, but I can only record for 15 minutes on this recorder. So I'll be on the next one. Have a great day.